Hi, it's Chris with Implied Music, and today I have Westwood's Electric Home Piano. It's a tine-based electric piano. It's an unusual instrument designed for a home market. The tone is killer. They've done a great job sampling it, deep samples on each of the basic articulations, as well as supporting textures, which can be layered or played in their own right. Great effects. Let's listen to some patches. That's the first patch that loads when you bump this instrument into your Kontakt player. Now it runs in Kontakt Player. It also runs in, of course, the full version of Kontakt. It takes advantage of all the sort of like effects that are built into Kontakt, but mostly what we've got here is a deeply sampled electric piano that has a lot of bark and a lot of character. I know they call it a home piano, but this is a funky instrument that also can get soft and really expressive. So I was just playing in F. So here's that F that I was playing softly and louder. Now you can hear it barks a little bit, doesn't it? In just the right way, in the way that you expect a Wurlitzer to, but there's a little more, I guess it's not quite as, the preamp doesn't overdrive as much. Let's take a look at the interface. So we've got normal expression and dynamic sliders, which can be controlled by your sliders here, as well as controls for vibrato and the depth of vibrato. Now, there's a bunch of sort of mic positions and volumes, and I just want to point out that the sound of the pedal and the sound of the keys in this first patch is quite loud. This is just the keys. When I release the key, pretty loud. And now listen to the pedal. Very loud, right? Now, I'm probably going to say, dude, too much for most of my recordings and just take those sliders down like so. Couple of mic positions. We're only using this first one here. A nice reverb with a bunch of different reverbs, including, some just gorgeous ones. Like here's a fairly big reverb sound. Listen to the way it blooms and kind of like filters away. Just so cool. Well, you've probably also noticed over here we have tabs for effects, some real solid ones, transposition, EQ, some great delays that are used to great effect on individual patches. A width control, which I really appreciate because I think a lot of electric pianos are recorded too wide. So right now it's not on, but let's turn it on. And maybe we'll just spread this like crazy. It's fine for soloing, but you would kind of never want that in a track. So we'd pull it in, go back here, change this reverb out. Obviously, we don't want that reverb. Go back to studio, pull it back, and suddenly I'm in. That'll sit in the track really nicely. Now, easy controls, right? And just what you'd expect. Now, each of these give me a different sound. I just basically changed my sample set. vibrato. Now, these things here are textures. Minor 11 chord. It says Apollo. It puts me in mind of the Eno textures. And each of them is a little bit different. Presets take advantage of these. We have categories and mixes, basically. Oh, man, that bark is great. Now, let's add a texture. I'm going to hold down the Shift key, and I'm going to add this, and then bring in the volume. Nothing. And there's that buzz. So. So the buzz and the bark that we're getting is from the tape saturation, right? The tape saturation is helping enormously. Let's add the cabinet. Let's pan the cabinet to the right and the tape to the left. Oh, man. Okay, that's spunky. Let's keep going. You notice it's got the horizon reverb. Eventually you run out of keys. No A up there, no F sharp. It's like 76 keys. I don't know. Our highest note here is this E, and our lowest note is really the lowest note on my controller, the low A. So I haven't got my last octave and a half up at the top. That's okay. Most electric pianos are, 76 keys, and it sort of depends on what instrument you have, which ones they select. I think this works pretty well. Let's try another patch. Let's go into the texture blends. Now, these are great for sort of, I guess let's say sort of ambient sounds. And I'm kind of in low sill territory here. I can kind of just hold this down. I might want to add a little bit of animation to it. Maybe widen it. Turn the reverb on. These are thick chords, and it's not building up and being horrible to me. I love it when an instrument will respond to very thick textures. Westwood has always been super smart about their textural additions, and we see it in the Untamed series, the fundamental brass and string sounds being supported by these gorgeous textures. And I suspect these textures are derived from the original samples. I don't know that for a fact, but I think it's possible that everything sort of seems to be working together. Honestly, super fun instrument to play, and the introductory price is like no-brainer level, insanely low, and yeah, I think even when it goes up to its regular price, it's going to be in the like under 60. Westwood's doing just wonderful things. Thanks to them for sending this to me. Easy instrument to get great sounds of right away. If you've got a good controller, you're going to enjoy playing it. If you're a keyboard player, you're going to enjoy playing this. I've got a bunch of Wurly patches. I've done reviews of Wurly shootouts before. I've got Rhodes instruments that I like and use a lot. This is a unique instrument. It's not an instrument that's been sampled before. I'd be willing to bet there probably are not more than a dozen of these things in decent shape in the world. And this is what sampling is great for. We have the opportunity to play an instrument that we would never have access to otherwise. And I'm really grateful to be able to play this one. Wow, fun. Well, I hope this has been useful. Like and subscribe, ding the bell. You'll be notified when I do my videos, and I will see you next time.